Hi, I'm Andy, and just thinking a little bit more about unblocking our wells, discovering God's call on our life. And I was thinking a little bit about, well, how do we do this? What's the sort of process to go through? And I was thinking of a few things really. I thought, well, there's actually a little bit of a model that I think is really helpful. I nicked it from this guy called Dave Mayle. It's probably in a wise book somewhere. And he said it should work like this. First of all, you need to love. Actually, if it doesn't come from love, it's not really probably worth doing. You know, and the Apostle Paul says, if I don't have love, I'm a clanging gong or a resounding cymbal. I'm just a load of noise. So, first of all, it's got to come from love. What do you love? And I think the big problem with a lot of things is that it doesn't actually start or isn't birthed in love. In fact, I would argue that the whole created order is birthed from love. I would say that love is what makes the world work. So love, real love, Jesus love. If I was being posh and using the word Greek, I'd say agape love. So first of all, love. It's got to come from love. Do you love the people that God's put in your path? Do you love the people around you? It's all about, actually, it's got to start, first of all, I believe, with your heart, with love, what God's done in there. And I don't think love is just this fluffy sort of feeling like some sort of Richard Curtis film like Notting Hill or something. But actually, I believe love stems from a commitment, a choice, a deep desire to see the best for people. So love, first of all, the bedrock, the foundation, and the first word. So love. Next one, pray. There's lots of great ideas and lots of things you could do, but actually, are they God's ideas? Have we actually taken our ideas, our thoughts to God and say, God, what do you think? God, what's on your heart? Is this birthed out of prayer? So love, prayer, to seek God over something, to ask and wrestle and think and explore with God. So love, pray. The next one, relate. Actually, who's about? Have you got connections with them? What's that sort of chemistry thing happening? Love, pray, relate. Who is there around? Who is interested around you? When Jesus sends out the 72 and I believe the 12, he tells them to wherever they find hospitality, to rest and reside there, not going from house to house. And he talks about seeking out people of peace. Who are the people of peace that God's put around you? The gatekeepers, the people who welcome you in, the people who offer you hospitality, the people who maybe introduce you to their mates. Who are those sort of key people that God's put around you? Maybe the people that God's already pre-prepared in advance, who are open, and he's been working in their lives. The people maybe who have maybe even been praying to have a conversation with you, or at least a Christian. Love, pray, relate, and then lastly, create. So lastly, to build the something, to actually do whatever it is that God has called you to do. The problem is, if you're anything like me, you can rush straight to create and not love, to have not prayed, to have not built the relationships which is the groundwork of any success. Actually love, pray, relate and create. Interestingly, I had a job interview a while ago, and I asked what my strategy was, and that was basically it: to love, pray, relate and create. And then I had this other little line that said that comes from the beginning of John's Gospel, to the story of Jesus turning water into wine. And Mary says to the servants at the feast who've run out of wine, sorry, they had plenty of water, run out of wine. She said, do whatever he tells you. Which I think is not a bad place to start. Love, pray, relate and create. Do whatever he tells you. Knowing that actually God is faithful. And actually the key work is us and him. Us having his heart, his love for the people around us. Us seeking him and finding out what he's saying, and actually share it and getting something again of his perspective on situations, to relate, to have actually chatted and built friendships with those around us, and then lastly to have created whatever it is he's calling us to do. Love, pray, relate and create. Do whatever he tells you.